Hello everyone, welcome to the next video of C programming. In the previous videos, we have understood what is the use of malloc and also we have written the few examples using the syntax of malloc. Now, in this video, we'll learn one more thing, that is calloc, and also we'll see the difference between malloc and calloc. Now, calloc is nothing but this is also one predefined function used for dynamic memory allocation. So, but what is actually the difference and why it is very popular than malloc? Because it allocates memory as per the specified number of elements, and the best thing, it initializes the values to zero. That means if you are allocating the memory by using malloc and you are not giving any value, then all the blocks will get some garbage value. But if you are allocating the memory by using calloc, but you are not initializing the blocks, then you will get the value 0. So automatically the value 0 will be assigned to every block. Okay. Now there is a basic difference between the syntax of malloc and calloc. So in place of malloc, you have to write calloc. Here, a single block is written, that is total into size of data in malloc, but in calloc, you have to provide comma. That means two different arguments you have to pass in calloc. What is that? The total is the total number of elements you want to allocate memory, and size of data means to every block, what is the amount of memory you want to allocate. It's not about size of data. You can allocate less than that also in calloc. So actually, the basic difference is malloc takes only one argument, the total number of bytes you want to allocate, but in calloc, you have to write how many blocks, and for every block, what is the memory you want to allocate. So malloc takes one argument, calloc takes two arguments. Malloc provides you garbage value, calloc provides you zero. Okay. So these are some basic difference between your malloc and calloc. We'll see through the examples also. But before that, let us see the point that we have discussed, that malloc actually uses one argument, that is the total number of bytes to allocate. But calloc, as per our discussion, it uses two arguments. One, the total number of elements, and the second, size of each element you want to allocate. In malloc, the memory block is uninitialized and contains garbage value. Okay, but the memory which are allocated by calloc will be initialized to zero. In malloc, the basic difference, it allocates a single block of memory. That means the memory, whatever you have allocated, will be allocated contiguously. Continuous memory will be allocated by using malloc. But in calloc, the memory allocation will be done in multiple contiguous blocks. That means suppose this block of memory is allocated, after that it is not available, then the next block will also be allocated by using calloc. But in malloc, the entire memory will be allocated by using a single continuous manner. Okay. Okay. So let us see some examples so that we can understand the difference between malloc and calloc. So let us allocate memory by using malloc first, and we will see the output. After that, we'll allocate the memory by using calloc. We know that you have to declare a pointer variable, the total number of blocks you want to allocate, okay, and one by one index you have to assign. You are asking the user, enter the total number of blocks, or you can assign enter the total number of values for which you want to allocate memory. So whatever the user will give input, you will store in the total variable. Okay. After that, you are allocating the memory by using malloc. The syntax is integer star, then malloc, total into size of int. Okay. Then I'll print the values. See, I have not given any value or initialize any block, but I am printing the values. We know that index will start from 0, less than total. This is how I'll assign or I'll print the values of every block. Okay. So what we have done, we have allocated the blocks, but we have not given value. So we will see what are the values will be printed in default. So it is asking for the total number of blocks, suppose 6. Now see, some random values are coming. Okay, done. Now what we'll do, we'll rewrite the same program by using calloc. So I'm keeping it as a comment line. And the syntax is, in place of malloc, you have to write calloc and total comma size of it. This is the only difference between malloc and calloc syntax. Internally, the working principle is different that already we have discussed through the different points. But in with respect to syntax, in place of malloc, you have to write calloc. Then you are multiplying, so you have to write comma here because calloc will take 2 arguments. Okay. Here also you have not initialized the blocks. Still, we'll see what is the default value given by calloc. It is asking for the total number of blocks, so 6, and see all the blocks are initialized with 0. Okay, this is what the basic difference between your malloc and calloc. So the examples that you already have done by using malloc, you can rewrite the same program only by changing a single line and your program will work. Okay, so I'll suggest everyone that whatever the array and pointer programs you have written, just rewrite the same program by using calloc so that you can find the difference between the syntax between malloc and calloc. Okay, so through this video what we have understood, we got the basic difference between malloc and calloc, how the blocks are initialized and what are the default values will be given with respect to their syntax. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this video.